jebać was!
Witaj, kochana.
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favourite book? Pray tell, did you find it?
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you...
Why don't you tell me what you find so compelling about it? It's your favourite book, right?
Well, let's say that I identify with the author.
And who is the author? I didn't find a name in the book.
That's on purpose.
You wrote it, didn't you?
Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
I've been through quite a bit, but I never thought of writing it down.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
Podoba mi się.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. And what should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. I'll take careful notes of everything.
No, piszemy o sobie chyba, co? Będziemy narcystami dzisiaj.
Well, being a man myself, a man, I suppose.
Why not? And what kind of a man is he?
You mean I have to think up a name?
You don't need to, but try to describe him so I can better imagine him. With a single word, even.
Now, there've already been enough heroes, saints, kings, and martyrs. So an ordinary person.
That's 2 words, but I'll forgive you. And do you want it to be an ordinary villain or an ordinary do-gooder?
Make him a do-gooder. But he can also have some bad traits to make it believable.
Very well. And what kind?
He could make fun of people, but not know when to stop. I know many people with the same bad habit.
Sure, why not? But in the end, I like those stories best anyway.
Okej.
Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Have you ever seen a heron? Imitate one.
A heron? Well, maybe like this?
Okej. Trochę sztywno te postacie wyglądają z tymi animacjami.
Now we're done.
Finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward. So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
I haven't read it yet.
We'll go make a...
Okej, nie może być.
I thought you wanted to read it as soon as possible. Don't worry. You can blame me for all the mistakes. This book won't be getting any more done. So what about that
I haven't read.
school girl?
Tutaj jest dobre. Mhm. Możecie sobie zatrzymać film i poczytać. Uśmiech grabarza. Jednonogi czaplic, co kurwa? Kucharz?
So what about that story of
That's nice. A bit didactic, but not to the point of boring moral bludgeoning. Sermons for ordinary people work in a similar way.
you see? When I lead mass one of these days, I'll certainly think of you. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied.
Well, so did I. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
Okej, ciekawie. No cóż, chcemy kontynuować ten wątek, będziemy odwiedzać. Teraz tak. Zająłbym się tym questem dla Menharda, ale to zrobimy na później.
No mood for nonsense. So no messing about. Got it?
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
I'll do what I can. We need it now more than ever.
Okej, skoro tak mówisz. My w międzyczasie... To fajnie, że mi się trochę nabija ta wiedza. Bo mój Henryczek jest trochę głupkowaty. Budzący postrach to mi się przyda. Wiedza. Podstawy prawa chyba, co? Złodziejstwo. To albo to. Teraz tak.
Easy, good horse.
Pero to już jest w tym kierunku, te. Okej.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again?
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail.
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly. The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in Perth.
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me. And tell the truth.
Well, I just want to climb the social ladder.
And could you not choose a...
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business.
I must have misheard you. Our collaboration is only just beginning. Quill Warrior.
Are you deaf, you impertinent?
All right. How about you?
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for it. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the... Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and...
Well, no.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today, from Master Taylor that is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that tin head.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron...
Okej.
What would work on him?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told...
I'll be going then.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Kurde, zobaczymy króla. Ja pierdzielę. Nie wierzę w to.
Excuse me.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
No cóż, z Zaratuszem poszło tak jak poszło. Myślę, że trochę lepiej będę w stanie go nastraszyć. Ale mniejsze. Teraz musimy stać się służącym. Chociaż to i tak jest lepsze niż to, co mieliśmy w jedynce w tym klasztorze. Ale mniejsze na razie to...
Whoa!
Co byłoby w sumie upłatne, że trochę rzeczy posprzedawać.
Good day to you. It's good to see you. What would you like? I'll have a look.
Sprzedaj zbroję. O kurde, nie stać cię. No cóż.
Would like to. All right. Aye. Thank you. And a good day to you.
Okej, spoko. Skradanie się, what the fuck. Skradanie się, ciekawe skąd. Okej, skradanie się.
For sale, fair prices, five wares.
Oh, it's you. Back already?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It sure does. Go on then. How was it?
Master Taylor. Have you got...
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. Here you are. The finest fabric.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. And you impatient fella.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am.
I'm Henry.
I am.
But the thing is, that job is just my thing. And a fella could easily disgrace himself in front of the king. Do you feel up to it?
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in...
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a...
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
It could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right, then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in sh...
Thanks. I won't disgrace you. I promise.
You better not.
Niech będzie i tak.
Hose! Colourful hose! Great for church!
Chodzę sobie w tym stroju szlachcica, bo jest po prostu bardziej charyzmatyczny do rozmów.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming.
He crippled his leg. He can't even stand up. Never mind serve guests.
Is it serious? That's all we need.
No, it won't come to that. It just looks like a twisted ankle.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll just have to manage with you. We can't be without a waiter here. So, have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure.
Everything's in order. You know a good waiter by his properly seated. Without a tunic. And have you forgotten your hose? You can put... You don't want to be dragging a load. The royal waiter's livery...
Okej. Opierdzielił mnie za strój.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap. A tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice.
I should certainly help. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who...
That too, but more and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had...
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it, right?
Okej, nie ma na co czekać, moi drodzy.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unverzüglich. Our current Waffen is a joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from
Hey,
it.
waiter, pour
Should
me some
the town
Tokai.
reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
I apologise, sir.
at, Eldris?
Which wine?
I'm
White
saying that the
Tokai.
bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them.
Sir?
Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying?
Thank you,
Fish?
waiter.
All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You
Te, stresuję się.
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is.
I
The Dry
fancy some
Devil is
Tokai.
running free.
Refill,
there are
boy.
Raubreaker everywhere in
I
the region.
apologize, sir.
We have the army
Which one?
bearing
Are you
down, and
colorblind?
you want to defend
What?
yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The mercenary
Sir?
King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Well, thank you.
Mać.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the
fancy
biggest
some
silver
Tokai.
heap in
Refill,
the
boy.
kingdom, and we're supposed
I
to
apologise,
defend
sir.
it with brooms?
Which wine?
Tokai!
That's
Where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory, and the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears
Hey,
that this town
where's my
will
wife?
rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's
Well,
militia as a
thank the
preparation
Lord.
for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths? or
Another drop
brothels?
of wine. Don't make me beg.
Isn't it the same thing?
I'm sorry, sir. Orders from
So,
above.
the
Am I
cleanliness of the
supposed to
city
die of
is
thirst
not
here, or
what
what?
it should be. The current baths in the city fall far
Okej, raz mu nalałem, to się nic nie stanie.
needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty
More
has
wine,
shown up at
Master
Humphrey
Bailiff.
and
I
wants to
have
repair
enough
the baths
wine.
that used to
Come
be there.
closer.
She's a protege of Marash. Her effort.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
So what? Going
O kurde. No to niezłe wymogi.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the
No
bar.
jest.
Unless the Lord wishes to punish the wicked
Whose silver
going
might
on
this
in
be?
there.
Keeping the city clean is important.
So, did you...
I did, Master Bailiff.
Not so loud. And now go back to your job.
Okej, szybko poszło.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual.
Tokai!
That
And the
old
full cop.
weasel will never accept that the city isn't run
apologise,
his
sir.
way. At least
Which
until
one?
His Majesty
White
honors
Tokai.
us with his visit.
Cały czas białe, okej.
Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich,
sir.
what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well,
Kurde, ciekawa kwestia.
lying.
Horseshit! You know full well, everybody knows, he wiped the floor with you!
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself? I'd like some white.
I apologise, sir. Which wine?
I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe!
Good, sir.
Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident.
Thank you, waiter.
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
You
I
there,
don't
lad.
like
A cup
Rutard,
of
true,
bread.
but in this
And don't
case,
you skimp
it
on
really
apologise,
was
sir.
nothing.
Everyone
one?
in the city
Red.
gossiped about it.
Am I speaking in Latin?
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw
Sir?
attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true.
Well, thank the Lord.
Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild
Boy,
and do whatever they
I'd
want.
like some white.
I suspect the gentleman from
I
the
apologise,
city's
sir.
sword fighting school
Which
brought
one?
this custom to
Tokai,
us.
that's
That
the white.
German Menhard is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous, Forsooker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Don't hang
What
around
else
me.
about
Vanish,
fishwives in
you
the
hear me?
marketplace?
So you will just leave
As
it
you wish.
be?
Proven offences
Sir Ulrich.
are punished by the bailiff.
I
And
want
that's
to
that.
see you again.
There are more pressing matters to deal with.
Come here for a
More
moment.
pressing than the open
Refill,
contempt
sir.
of the
Do you
whole
think I've come
town
to the
garrison.
council just to guzzle
The
wine?
guards are
Come
apparently
here.
settling accounts their own way.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
My words exactly. The town council is
All right.
scowling constantly
I'll get them.
at the Emperor's
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings. Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
soon be out of customers.
Ah, the hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like that.
Okej.
Waste our time.
O. Skrzydlone postacie na obrazach. Raz, dwa. Trzy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
14. Gdzieś jeszcze? Zobaczymy zaraz.
So, let's...
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? And did you count those...
I counted 16.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine.
Okej. No cóż, musiał się wyżyć na nas.
Hey, waiter!
Right under our
Pour me
noses.
some Tokai.
I apologize,
Just the
sir.
village with the monastery.
Which one?
And they are
White
going to Wakaroy
Tokai.
mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen. Start with...
Bielutkie.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a
Temu jeszcze nie nalewałem.
Sir?
You pay them, they come late, or report sick.
Well,
and if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's
Ciekawa misja.
of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Ender,
Why?
haven't
I'd
you
like them
noticed
right.
there's a war going on? Are the experts from Far
White.
City under siege?
Najwyżej się wkurzy na mnie.
There's something other than the welfare of
I
the
apologize,
city
sir.
behind your complaints.
Which one?
Tokai.
Do you,
That's
sir?
the white.
Tak myślałem.
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith
You
dares
there,
to insult
lad,
me?
a cup of red.
Ah!
And don't you
I
skip
think
one.
not.
Excuse me.
A dobra, oni normalnie o tym mówią, nie czytam kwestii na dole.
It's the cathedral. Just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you?
Sir?
I acquired my seat for the services our guild
Thank you,
provided
waiter.
and still provides to the crown.
Dobra, lepiej ich nie wkurzać.
You're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Oprik.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Oho. Zaczyna się chyba.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
No, Henryk, spierdzielaj stąd.
Azonal Gyurcsák össze! A legjobb katonákat! És keljenek útra!
Więc to jest ten Zygmunt stały. O cholera. No Henryk, dawaj, działaj, działaj, działaj. jasne. Palcem pokazał.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Okej, udaje na razie dobrego pana.
Like this man of fires!
Oho. Kolejny epizod. Jest Żiszka, jest Boguta. Znowu się w niego wcielamy.